Okay, so here's something to think about. The US just held direct talks with Hamas in Cairo, a group they've labeled a terrorist organization for decades. That's a pretty big shift, don't you think?
It really is. And it's not just symbolic, it's part of a broader effort to push forward the Gaza ceasefire roadmap. Let's break it down.
Welcome to DeActa Daily Digest. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Juniper. Here are today's top stories.
So this meeting between Jared Kushner and Hamas leaders in Cairo is making waves. For years, the US has avoided direct contact with Hamas, but now they're sitting down for hours-long discussions. That's a major pivot in strategy.
It's a calculated move, though. Analysts are saying this reflects a recognition that Hamas is a central political player in Palestinian life. You can't really negotiate a lasting peace in Gaza without including them in the conversation.
And the timing is critical. This is all part of the second phase of the Gaza ceasefire roadmap. The US is trying to push this plan forward, but there are a lot of moving parts. Hamas has signaled conditional acceptance, but they're demanding that Israel stop what they call daily violations of the ceasefire.
Those violations are a huge sticking point. Since the ceasefire began last October, over 160 Palestinians have reportedly been killed in Gaza. That's a staggering number, and it's fueling distrust on all sides.
And it's not just about the violence. There's also frustration on the US side. Reports suggest that American officials are unhappy with Israel's attempts to delay or alter the roadmap's sequencing. Kushner's upcoming meeting with Netanyahu in Tel Aviv is expected to address these concerns directly.
That's going to be a tough conversation. The U.S. wants Israel to stop offensive actions in Gaza, pull back to the so-called yellow line, and increase humanitarian aid. These are key steps in the roadmap, but they're also deeply contentious.
And let's not forget the broader political stakes. For the Trump administration, this is about more than just peace in Gaza. A successful resolution here would be a significant foreign policy win, especially with the 2028 elections on the horizon.
But it's not just about the U.S. and Israel. 8 Arab and Muslim states, including Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Qatar, have already condemned Israel's rejection of the roadmap. The international pressure is mounting, and it's clear that this is a high-stakes situation.
It really is, and every move carries significant risks and potential rewards. But let's shift gears now and talk about something a little lighter: esports. Team Falcons just dominated the Rocket League tournament at the 2026 Esports World Cup in Paris.
What a performance that was. A 4-0 sweep in the grand final against Space Station Gaming. The Falcons were absolutely unstoppable.
They really were. Yazid Kilir's Bakashwin, Saleh Rabu9 Bakashwin, and Sami Drali Haji delivered an incredible run. They didn't just win, they made a statement. From the group stages to the grand final, they were in a league of their own.
And let's talk about that final. The first game was close, with Space Station forcing overtime, but the Falcons held their nerve and took the win. From there, it was all Falcons. They controlled the tempo and never let up.
Sami Drali Haji deserves a special mention. This guy is a legend in the making, winning 3 consecutive Rocket League championships with 3 different teams. That's an achievement that's hard to wrap your head around.
It's incredible. His ability to adapt to different teams and still deliver at the highest level is remarkable. And this win puts Team Falcons back on top of the Esports World Cup Club Championship standings.
It's also a big moment for Saudi esports. This victory shines a spotlight on the region's growing presence in the gaming world. With a $400,000 prize and 1,000 club championship points, the Falcons have set a new standard.
And the broader impact of esports can't be overlooked. It's not just about the games, it's about the community, the fans, and the recognition of esports as a legitimate competitive arena. Events like this bring people together from all over the world.
Absolutely. Esports has evolved from a niche hobby to a global phenomenon. The level of skill, strategy, and teamwork on display is incredible. And with players like Drali leading the charge, the future looks bright.
Speaking of the future, let's pivot to the markets. Nasdaq futures are climbing, driven by optimism around artificial intelligence. It seems like every day there's a new development in the AI space that's driving investor enthusiasm.
AI is definitely the buzzword of the moment. Companies like Micron Technology, Amazon, and NVIDIA are seeing gains as investors bet on the transformative potential of AI. Anthropic's revenue projection of $190 to $200 billion by 2028 is just adding fuel to the fire.
The Nasdaq is outperforming the S&P and Dow in pre-market trading, highlighting a preference for growth-oriented tech stocks. But there are risks too. The rally is concentrated in a few sectors, and a sudden shift in sentiment could lead to volatility.
And let's not forget the macroeconomic backdrop. Falling bond yields, a softening dollar, and mixed moves in commodities are all factors at play. The market is navigating a complex landscape with strong retail sales or unexpected economic data potentially reshaping expectations for Federal Reserve policy.
It's a delicate balance, but for now, the focus remains on AI and its potential to drive growth. Analysts are optimistic, but they're also cautious. The question is whether this momentum can broaden beyond chip stocks and into the wider market.
That's the million-dollar question, or maybe the billion-dollar question, given the scale of these companies. Either way, it's an exciting time for investors and tech enthusiasts alike.
Absolutely. So, to wrap up, we've covered a lot today. From the high-stakes diplomacy in the Middle East to the thrilling world of esports and the ever-evolving financial markets, it's clear that the world is as dynamic as ever.
Agreed. Whether it's peace talks, championship titles, or market trends, there's always something happening, and it's our job to break it down and make sense of it all.
Well said. Until next time, let's keep watching, learning, and sharing these stories with our listeners.
Couldn't have said it better myself. See you next time.